Good day, Tragic here, and welcome back to Kingdoms and Castles. And it's been quite depressing because I've already done this. I did, we're with Explore Mate, but I just did this whole session, and when I went to do the third session, I noticed that I had forgotten to save it. So when you hit escape to save, when you hit quit, make sure you hit save and quit and not quit. Because I just lost 40 minutes of building. Now I have to try and remember what I did. Okay, so what we're doing here is we're building our first block of units on this unsettable, this land here that we can't, grow food on. But what we need to also think about is start thinking about our requirements for defense. Now, until we get a nice castle, let's just chop all these away. Until we get a nice castle, we're going to use like a kind of... It's a bit weird. It feels... Well, it does. It looks a little bit like a cheat, I have to admit. But it works very, very well. And I'm going to do it. And you will see it in a second. So what we're going to do, we're going to build... We need 75 stone. What stone have we got running? We've got a stone here. We can't run those 2 stones. And we've got 1 stone up here that is not running. We still have a few beds free. And just temporarily, I'm going to build a library. Let's build some roads to get in there. And then I'm going to temporarily build a library. And I should probably build a church there as well. Once we get our land set up, what's our tax? We get 30 a year. That's fine. Let's stick it in fast forward. This is one of those games you can play pretty much completely on fast forward. Keep an eye on our food. Oh, I can't believe I lost my save game. It really annoys me, man. Like, a lot. We need a Chamber of War, which is this thing, I think. So we need 75 stone and 75 gold. We'll do a couple little tricks while we're here. Keep people happy. Oh, I need a Chamber of War to do that. Getting ahead of myself. Get some more dudes. See, look at that. That person's probably going to die because we don't have a hospital yet. It's next on our list of things to do. Sadness and plague deaths. People don't have access to facilities. It's not going well at the moment. Just need that final stone to come out. 75 stone. You can do it. Okay. Now that we've got that, we can start building our castles. So we've got 2 stone. This thing we can't actually build stone here, unfortunately. I might do if I build a... So I just move this to here. I can build a... Oh, I need tools to build. Oh, here it is, iron mine. There we are. I can build an iron mine there. And I'll just disable this. Still losing people. I can get rid of this thing, and this thing, and this thing, and this thing. Probably need to get rid of this as well. So I just placed, oh, got a bit of rain. Trending at 62 happiness now, that's all good. Our food is doing fine. We probably need to get more food pretty soon. We have got space for another food here. But without the ability to defend, it's going to be pretty hard to get organized. So I suppose the real issue here is what we're going to do with our castle. I think we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4 zones. We'll make this zone up here, that we'll make all of that for agriculture. We'll put all our industry behind the castle once we clear all that forest, and we'll expand our actual properties down here for our humans to live in. See, now when I place the bridges over those little moats, if we look at our guys now, they've all got an extra 8 happiness from being a waterfront property. Little little hole in the AI. Whatever. It works. So let's do it. Still need to chop down this one. And let's close this for now. We'll need another... library. Well, that's not a library, that's the medical center. And let's build a blacksmith. Should turn these guys back on as well. Got no idle workers though, which kind of sucks. And we've got some room here, so we're going to build another granary. You blam, right there. I'm going to try and stay under 99 beds just for a little bit, just until I get some defenses built up. And then once I get my defenses up, so once I build a guard tower a little bit higher than this entire station here, I should be able to start expanding pretty rapidly. With any luck, anyway. Things do not always go as they're planned. Yeah, so this is all covered in unusable stone as well. Right, so this is up. We're going to turn it off armament so it's only producing tools. Okay. Now, tools is this thing here. We're producing plus 11 a year. Coming out, oh, this is the tools here. Wait, hang on. Blacksmith create tools. This is the iron, and that's the tools. Whatever, I kind of know what I'm doing. Not enough workers. We're still out of workers. Going to turn off one of these mines for now. Okay, and our hospital is up. 71 happiness, and we're still plus 4. So we're doing pretty well. We have 13 idle workers, so let's get them to work on building our castle. So we'll go get rid of this tree, and I'm going to delete this and rebuild it here. And then I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. One, two, three. I'm going to do that a couple of times. See now, oh, we can't do it right yet, but give us a sec. Got to turn back on our foresters as well. So what we're doing, we're using the Blackfist to create 10 of these workers, 10 of these tools. Now these tools are getting consumed by other things. So for example, our logger here, right? He has a 50% faster chopping because he has access to tools from the blacksmith. So it makes a huge difference having an early blacksmith. Just to the creation, we'll probably find the same thing. He's got a master cutter, and he's got 50% extra from having good tools. So having a blacksmith early is a really good thing to do. All I need now is 30 wood. Okay, you can see our little castle growing. Going to put another 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. When I'm counting my castles, if I can't make the whole way in one go, I delete them because it's so hard. Sometimes you forget how many you've built and it all ends up all wobbly and ugly looking. I like to make it all nice and neat. Now this thing here, see that little hole there? That is not actually a hole. I don't know why they do that. So if I put a well, you can't put a well in there. Like you'd think that'd be the perfect place to put a well, but that's just a little nook that they've made in the castle shape, which annoys me no end. Okay, so we've now got enough to put a removal, so we're going to chuck that on there. One, two, three. 1, 2, 3. still getting infected by the plague. That's not cool. Plague is not cool. I think we're almost ready to put our first ballista down. Just need some more wood. And as soon as we have our ballistas up, we can start building some more housing, which we desperately need to speed everything up. All these people are visiting, but they can't come and play. 60%, 67% happiness. Why are they suddenly unhappy? I have no idea. Because there's very few ways for it to tell you. It doesn't really show you. Those yellow ones are unhappy. I guess they're crowded, maybe. Oh, they don't have access to charcoal. Oh, there you go. I guess I can work it out. Okay, so let's place one of these things. Yeah, and see how it is actually covers the little ring, covers the whole way. And I think we'll also just put down a wooden one here. We're a little bit behind. Once we get our defenses up, we'll be able to build a little bit easier. I might actually just make this a little bit taller. One. So there's a little bit more room coming off there. 2, 3. Okay, sweet. So you can see the little black guy. He's oh, there he is. That's our plague doctor going around saving people's lives. Oh, he's made happy. Make him happy. Excellent. So our hospital's doing its thing, and we are pretty much ready to go. Need to increase my tax for a little bit. It's going to really hurt our happiness, but we need the money because basically these ballistas, they also cost money. 12 gold per year, in fact. Okay, plus 32 a year. We're almost ready for our first house. In fact, as soon as I build my little gun turret on here, I think I'm going to start up getting some more people coming in. So, we're still short on charcoal. Massively short on charcoal. Let's put down a third charcoal. And put down our little turret. Okay, I think we're ready to go. I think that's enough for us to start looking at the next stage of our expansion. So, let's put one more up here, and then we want one more of these. We're still plus 20 a year. And that goes up. See, the more citizens you have, the less you can tax them because, you know, you're taxing more. Especially with this particular setup where you don't have a huge amount of defenses. I actually don't even like running an army. So let's clear out all this wood. For future needs. Oh wait, I should also put the castles on here. Let's put one castle on this. This is just to remind me, and also it means if someone attacks, we can kind of get a bit of warning because they'll attack these piers first, and that way I can kind of know what's up. Okay, so I'm going to shut down the iron mine, and I'm going to shut down the blacksmith for now, just so we can get a bit of spare workers. We just need to get that wood. Come on, wood. Ah, that means we can delete this thing. So when you build the rock clearing thing, it builds this little, I don't know, wooden frame around it. Then you click on the wooden frame and destroy. Now there's a space there for me to build another quarry. That'll give us plenty of stone for the meantime. We still need 50 wood. How you doing? Oh, actually, you probably want to... Yeah, I think I do want to build another turret on there, but I'm going to hold off for now until I get some more people in. The plague is on. Doesn't matter, we've got our docks. Could really do with some more housing. There we go. Boom. New housing. Bang. Now we've got to keep an eye on our food. See, when we're sort of maxing out, which means we're producing more food than we can store. Let's turn this back on. Turn the blacksmith back on. Oh, no other workers actually, so let's turn that off. Turn the blacksmith off. Right, so it's got a one worker. Don't worry, more come. More coming. Still, I think we're making pretty good progress. I probably shouldn't send all these guys out to chop in the middle of nowhere like this. It's really sort of using a lot of my workers, which could be doing better things. still, it is too late. Too late for me now. Where is it? Where are these guys going? Oh, they're leaving the village, are they? Yeah, I think they're off. They're heading off somewhere weird. Oh, they're building down here. Right. Okay, our first Viking invasion is coming. You can see our little gun turrets are shooting. They're going to do a lot of burning here. But we will survive. Oh, he's dead. And he's escaping. So we repelled that pretty easily. Now we're going to get a penalty. Those guys are going down to that little corner. Boom, look at all that food. And see how it's like maxing. Oh, actually, we're not maxing over 950, so we probably need to start looking at some more food if we're really going to do the expansion. In fact, what I might actually do is build a bakery. Bakeries are the most efficient food generation. So they take food from the farms, they mix it with charcoal, and they make bread, obviously, because it's a bakery. And that produces 4 food for every 1 food you produce. I think it's like that. So a couple of bakeries really helps your food production. But you still need places to store it. So I think I might just quickly build another granary. Nice. Town, we still need lots. Okay, let's turn back on this guy. We'll turn back on this guy. Turn back on this guy. And turn back on this guy. We have 127 beds, 124 beds, but only 99 are being used. And we're producing plus money. I don't want to drop my taxes just yet, because I think I'll be in the negatives. I'll do a test. Yeah, I'm negative 26 if I drop my taxes. So I need my taxes up until I get a few more houses. These guys are still all missing charcoal. Ah, a small town. Production halted. Cannot store any more charcoal. Need a stockpile. Is there no stockpile near here? What's this thing? That's a stockpile. Okay, let's go 1, 2, 3, 4. Fire has claimed the bakery. That's not good. Oh well, we didn't really need that just yet anyway. Dragon. Okay, this is going to be a bit harsh. These guys are all going to shoot him though. I don't think we're going to be able to kill him, but we definitely might drive him off. Oh no, bam. Nice work. That'll give us a nice boost. We get a plus 20% happiness from killing dragons. Because everybody hates the dragons, basically. Stick another one of these on, actually. Okay. And let's put that bakery back down, because we are definitely going to need that food. I think I might go for a church layout. Normally I build libraries because they use workers and they cost money. I think I might prefer to build a church. So if I build a church, I want to build it in here, basically, like right where that water is. So what I'll do, I'll finish building this area here, and then I'm going to expand the church down this way. Okay, so let's move this to down here. And can we reach there? Just reach it. Let's demolish that. Okay. And then we can get rid of this. Now, some people say you shouldn't keep destroying stuff and building stuff, but I'm just like, nah, whatever. I think it makes complete sense to do it that way, personally. Just wait for that to build before we actually get rid of it. And we'll put another manor here as soon as we have the wood. Wow, we are still short on wood. How many? Maybe I can fit another forester in. What are we looking for here? Industry. Town, another library in the corner. And when that's built, we'll get rid of this library. Oh, we're still chopping down this forest over here. This is going to be, I may as well chop these down, get it all done. This is going to be our fields, basically. I don't think we're quite there yet. We'll be able to deal with this whole area first, and then we'll move down into here. This is going to be another big field. We'll probably make this, that looks like it's all fertile as well. So that's going to be another field. Ah, more town, more town. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so we're coming up on 35. I think I'm going a bit slower than I did in my first video, because by the time I finished my video, I had completed this block, I remember. Or at least gotten close to completing it. And we are nowhere near close to completing it. Let's get rid of this. Let's put down a tavern. You can see I'm doing an 8x8 grid. You can find this. You can find this sort of setup. Oh, I can delete this guy now. You blum. And I'll delete this, and I'll build a market. Okay, so you can find this setup in the guides section. It's an 8x8 grid, so it's got 4 houses at the top, 4 houses down the side, and then it's got a hospital, a market, a bakery, an inn, and another bakery goes here, a well, and then a library to keep everyone in happiness. Now, we're going to sort of change that a little bit because I want to use the church just to shake it up, just do my own thing. So what I usually do is that once I have the church set up, I'm going to build the church in this little water area. And I think that'll allow me to build these little wooden towers to protect each individual hamlet. See, these things cost 6 gold a year, and this thing costs 18 gold a year. Churches cost nothing. So churches are good. So we're going to go town, pier, and just start building along, creating the landmass as we go. Now we've got to keep an eye on our food. In fact, should probably think about just putting down a couple more of these things. A couple more windmills and farms. What we need to do is let's turn this off for now, and I'm going to cut a hole right along here. Like so. We're going to use that to build a road so we can access this area down here to put some farms. Still got no, actually we might just get rid of this, this. Okay, sweet. Everything's going good. I'm still getting more people come in. Okay, so now we've got the stockpile turned back on. We can finally get everything running again. So let's see our happiness. These guys are still not happy about something. Being taxed minus 24. They don't like the tax. Okay. Well, we just got to get some more houses, basically. Once we have more houses, we'll have more money from tax, and it will kind of snowball. Is that a mine? No, it's not. Oh, that beautiful green area. Coming up to 40 minutes, so we're almost done. I think I'll just wait for me to drop down the next house and do this farm. How's our faraway projects going? That's completed. Completed. We still need a castle here, unfortunately. Let's quickly do that before we forget. I didn't actually put it there, did I? Okay. Okay, and now we can build one more town right here. And then we can go bam, 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 bam. Sweet. Okay, so more town stuff. More piers. This time we're going to start doing filling in this area here to make R. Well, that's the long line. Yeah, yeah, that's the right line there. Okay, we still have no idle workers, but we're about to get 2 more massive houses. And we've got to keep an eye on our food. Ah, right, this food production area is free. Let's quickly fix this up. So by building the road down here, we now have access. So we can now build the farms in all this area, which we could not reach before. So let's just get rid of this thing completely. We have to expand our forestry pretty soon. Stick another windmill. Dragon sighted. He should be taken out fairly quickly. Yeah, blam. Nice work. Maybe I should have played on hard. I was too scared of failing while I was having you guys watch. I'm going to clear all these trees. Just don't want to. Often when you're building new houses, you suddenly start to die. You know, it's hard to figure out why, and then you realize, oh, I actually have completely ignored my food requirements. Speaking of food, we're going to build a baker next. As soon as we get one more wood. Bam! Oh, I can't build that baker. See, it's out of reach. Let's put down another tile. Actually, I'm going to have to put down 2 of these. We now have a lot of idle workers, which is great. And we're now got really good income, so we're going to drop back down to 1, and that's still going to be plus 12 income. And let's put some more food on these areas. Oh, we need 30 wood for that. Let's do it. Okay. So now I should be able to go town, Bang, bang, and then I can build the next bakery. And that should basically fix our food issues. But we are now going to expand down into here for forestry. But I still haven't done this. Where is, what's this one? One of these things does the Forest Guardian. So you can't really see it. It's got a huge area effect of building forests. It'd be really nice to, I don't think that's necessary. I think we can get away with just what we've got here. Probably didn't need to clear that so much. Probably get another forester there. Okay, I've got to stop. I've got to stop right now. Bang. Demolish. And then one more. Okay, as soon as I build this last building, I'm going to stop, even though I'm going way over time. But, you know, this is just one of those games that you're just like, just one more click. But it looks like our little village is coming to something. It's turning up. 9999, lots of food being generated. Oh, look, all the windmills are being placed in an annoying position where you can't see the cool spinny bits. I'll have to remember to rotate them all every time I place one. Okay, and this is our last building going down. Bam. Okay, and that's that. This time we're going to hit save and quit. Booyah! And I'll see you guys next time.